Game over! Arcade 3! Rise of the Mothback!
Huh?
Welcome! We have been waiting for you.
Knock him out!
Got ammo? Deadly dungeon. What? So soon? How dare you leave us? Challenge round! Prepare yourself! ammo? A new wingman appears! Challenge round! Prepare yourself! Beat your feet! It's time to go! Bonus room. New kicks!
Yo guys, there we go. What's going on, guys? Managed to get my microphone working now. That's what I've been trying to do for the past 10-15 minutes, so that's why I kept stopping and playing. I tried to go on the comments, but I couldn't get onto the comments on my YouTube, so I'm having to go on the audio and do it this way. So if you want to ask any comments, just drop a comment down below. I can't actually see the older comments apart from how did I get into Dead Ops Arcade? Do you mean as a whole, or as how do you get into the game? You can just click on it and go on it. But it was in the original Black Ops. So that's where I first played it. It says Dead Ops Arcade 3, so it's the third game of it. They didn't, considering there's quite a few Black Ops games. I bought Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, I didn't buy Black Ops 3, that was free on the store. Wasn't really a fan of it. I probably prefer this one because it's free. I'm yet to play the campaign yet though. Oh, how I got in, you just go on the map settings. You have to go on private and you can go on it on your own, or you can select it. It's Rise of the Silverback or Mamaback. Just play around with the settings until you find it. You're not going to break anything, just look around. One of my favourite top-down shooters is got to be the what's it called now? I'm trying to think of it from playing this game. Hatred, that's it. But there's a mod for it that turns it into a third-person, first-person shooter. You can select on the fly, and that's quite a good top-down shooter. The mod for it, the 166 mod. It turns it into a totally different game. But no, I prefer third-person shooters. I like Grand Theft Auto, like the old Grand Theft Autos. Not a fan of Grand Theft Auto 5. Don't like the newest one. I think it's kind of sold itself out a little bit. It's a kind of a rip-off of San Andreas. I feel like it has a lot of the features, but it doesn't have the personality that San Andreas has. I like Uncharted. I like Spyro. You could class that as a third-person game. Tomb Raider wasn't a bad game back in the day. I've never really been into COD though. I've only been into the zombies part of it and the campaign ever since sort of 2008, 2009 I'd say. So basically when Black Ops came out. I played Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, I really liked the story on them, but I never really got... I wasn't really a fan of the multiplayer, I couldn't really get to grips with that. And not really a fan of multiplayer in general, they're very pay to win. I mean, just looking at it, what it might be. what it might be now. Yeah, looks like a pay-to-win situation in the last game. But the zombies and the campaign and what I've been hyped for, and what other people have been hyped for too. Down. Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of Broforce. Broforce was a side-scrolling action shooter. Contra was always a good game. This reminds me of Contra. So I will be getting the PS5 eventually. I've got the cross-gen version of this, so I have the PS5 version of this too. They're also giving away a PS5 game for free on the PlayStation Store, so we've technically got 2 games already. But I'm looking to get a screen before that. And this PS4 Pro can run at 4K, and I've only got a 1080p screen at the moment, so what you're seeing is just 1080p, 60 frames a second. And with a 4K screen, it will look almost as good as a PS5, in my opinion. Just have to see. Well, Contra depends on how you find top-down shooters, if you find them hard or not. Contra to me isn't very hard. Yeah.
Game over.
If you enjoyed, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to like. Share it with your friends as well. So yeah, you have to click on Dead Ops Arcade if I bring party with me. You've got Onslaught, Dead Ops Arcade, you just select. You see you've got Endless, 20 round, and then Arcade mode. I found that the Onslaught was quite fun. I've been playing that with House of Bran. I don't know if House of Bran's got a microphone. He might join in whenever. It's one of my PlayStation friends. What I like about this is you can actually customise your class. This is one of the guns that came with the pre-order. Show it. Animosity. This is the one, not the standard one. Got problems with loading this. This is the problem. I don't understand this. I think this is the internet. There you go. That's what came with the pre-order, I think. I don't really like the scope. One of my favourite guns is the MP5. There we go. I'm not really a fan of the front guard on it. I prefer the old plastic style. They include the AK-74 on the submachine gun area. I don't know why they keep doing that, but yeah. It's almost the same round as an XM4, as we know. One of my favourite guns, the Beretta, is on here as well. One of my favourite shotguns is Buzz 12 as well, I love that. So yeah, quite cool. Wish there's a few more options though, feels a bit bare bones. This is a new pistol for the zombies mode. It's like something out of Halo. Don't even get me started on Flash. I always used to play Flash at school. Flash games. Thing Arena 3 was one of my favourite games. I used to play that all the time as a kid. So we're going to be trying the Onslaught. You can see there's a weird glitch on here. It expires. God knows when. Yeah.
Let's go to work, strike team. Clear the AO.
So, Fists actually
Killing the undead powers the orb.
So you can see
why the orb exists is unclear, but it helps us fight through the breach zones.
Come mierda.
They seem to be only coming in from one side, so that's a bit silly. This is one of the maps from the beta. It's probably the most boring map. It's really small as well. It's literally just the end of these rocks, and that's it. It looks like there's more to it. You don't really get much depth perception as well, so sort of as far as you can see.
Stick to that orb like glue. It's the only thing protecting you from the dimensional phase. Be careful, you're in the phase.
Anyways, this is the end of the map, basically, just walking through. There isn't really much to it.
Zombie threat neutralized.
Pretty simple. I try and save my ammo as much as I can. Probably doesn't really matter though, I don't really know. Seems to get guns quite quickly in this game mode as well.
It was them or me.
I think the camo on it's quite nice as well, the reflective sheen that it has. I thought it was just a flat colour, but it's not. It's got like a greyish sort of brown effect to it. It looks kind of like oiled.
Scanner's picking up a dimensional tear. Be advised, the orb will seek it out and open it. Get back to the orb.
The orb goes so quickly it's hard to keep up with that.
Here we go. like your leads are hiding inside dimensional tears. You're gonna run into more as you move through the zone.
Look here. Cover the microphone. What are you doing? What, that stuff we're watching? It's quite good.
Be careful, you're in the phase.
It's because of the, you asked why the comments were set to private. I didn't do that, YouTube did, because it asked me if my videos were friendly for children, and obviously my new nerf products are, technically, so it automatically turns them off. Apparently it doesn't turn them back on again either. I'm not sure what the hell that's all about, so I'll have to see when I next upload a video if I can turn them back on, but you're always welcome to ask me about them now. It's not like it's a different world or anything, you know. I still have these nerf guns in my house. You can always ask me. I was thinking on doing a Q&A video anyway. I could always probably turn the comments on manually for that, because I haven't done a Q&A video in a long time. There's been quite a few people commenting, and you know, it's not just you, not just a few other guys, there's quite a few people now, and you all seem to want to know different things now and again. So I feel like there should be a video just dedicated to that. Because gaming really is just only a part of what I do. I mean, it's really almost nothing what I do. I do Airsoft and nerf, as you guys know, so this is just extra, but the fact that you can comment on this is pretty good. So, yeah, that's something. I don't know why they turned on. But I'm guessing it's something to do with the children-related content. Trying to get my content more visibly shown everywhere. It's been picking up a bit more recently, especially because of that. It's been shown on more analytics and more video suggestions because of that. I get quite a lot of videos for children advertised to me. You can't really tell unless you look at the bottom of the video. And when the video pauses itself as well, it says, when you come off of it, it says, "Oh, you can't pause videos made for children." So yeah, you'll be able to notice it if it says that. Not a tomahawk, that's always nice. Didn't see that straight away. It says there's gestures, but I don't know how to access the gestures. If any of you guys know how to do that, you can like say thanks and stick his thumbs up and stuff like Arnold Schwarzenegger, apparently. Full power. I don't know what this full power perk is. I'm guessing it gives you double damage or something. Pretty cool place to stand. Couldn't even hear your gun. That really is suppressed. You can't hear it. I thought House of Brown had left the game. He was just on top of the car, silently shooting the zombies. Couldn't hear him. Look how quiet he is. Oh, there we go. That was a loud noise. He's got his shotgun again.
Heads up, elite incoming!
Best to try and like anticipate where the orb's going to be, because as long as you stay slightly ahead of it, you're okay. There we go. It's going to be an elite spawning somewhere, probably inside the orb.
Put that bastard out of his misery.
C4.
Oh, not doing that. There we go. I've set him up into his mutated save. He's going to mutate into two separate entities. And he splits in half, and the max ammo is in between him, which I thought was pretty cool. I like to pick it up after because I tend to have nearly full ammo anyway when that spawns. Get behind or something? I think that's a zombie or something. I think this map definitely is better for zombies than multiplayer, because this is just terrible. Snipers all over there shooting down on you. You respawn and you die straight away. does stick to them. I think I went through them. Disappeared. Rounds down, and we'll try and take this one down, come round again. Oh shit, that took me down straight away. I don't know what that was. That was like instant. For some reason your comment was cut off at magazine system. Don't know why. Going on what you said though, I think you could say that about the modulus. That's the thing. They've released the modulus. What's it called? The Strife, I think it is. The one that everyone uses. The one that everyone says it's a reskin of. The modulus has done a reskin of the Strife, and I've noticed that every I wanted to do a video on it. Every Fortnite gun has a different rev up time. So like the IR rifle and the Scar H, which is the ARL, they have totally different rev up times. Even though you could say that they are reskins, they sound differently when you rev them up. I've got a couple of other videos coming up soon. There's like 4 or 5 other nerf guns I've done and unboxed that I haven't actually put up yet. Some really cool ones I was going to put up for Halloween, but I haven't gotten around to it. But yeah,
Kill the
they all
undead
have
to charge
different
the
rev
orb.
times, I've noticed.
Requiem has
I'm
yet
not
to
sure
identify
why.
its true purpose.
I don't
but
think
we
they
do know
are
it helps our
reskins.
team survive.
And if you look at the pusher systems, like there's like a rubber plate in front of the flywheels, and some of the guns don't have that, and some of them do. The flywheels also have a slight different shape to them if you look closely. So I'm not sure if they are all completely reskins. But the TS shotgun was really cool, and it wasn't really innovative. It was the same as a Magnus. It was just an upside down Magnus. If you turn the shotgun upside down, it works exactly like a Magnus does. It's just a long barreled version. The power is technically almost the same as a Magnus. It's just a little bit more hefty. I suppose there's a little bit more power to it, but it only feels about 10 more FPS. It's not. I can feel the difference. It's not much of a difference. It's like 10 feet per second difference. I find it just feels like you're loading a real shotgun up, but it's sort of back to front. You don't load the shells at the front end of the gun. I fired quite a few different shotguns as well, a few different pump shotguns and semi-auto shotguns. So it feels like I'm almost shooting like a real shotgun, but there's no... With a shotgun, it's like glass. There's no spring, there's no mechanics that you have to fight. Like the cogs, it feels like there's like a load of cogs you're pulling back on the TS shotgun. Whereas like a Mossberg 500, it feels like you're just pulling a sheet of metal back and forward, and it really feels like smooth. It's not too hard to flip it upside down. In terms of designing things, the Magnus, you can just flip it. You just take the handle off it, put it on the bottom, and it's not really too hard. You just put it's the same type of pump handle. you just change it to look more like a shotgun pump instead of a handle, like a pistol slide. You increase the size of the tube, the air tube,
We've
the cylinder,
located a dimensional tear nearby.
to accommodate more air, so it is a little bit more powerful. But I'm sure if you take one apart, you'll see that it's probably internally very similar to a Magnum.
Something may come through.
The only difference is it holds more, like one more shell than a one more dart than a Magnum. I quite like the new not the new Mega. I say it's new because it's new to me. But the Mega Centurion, that's pretty old now, but that has a 6-round magazine. If they could somehow make the TS shotgun magazine fed, or yeah, I suppose magazine fed would be really cool. So you could use the Mega Mag for it. That would be really cool. You could just change magazines pretty quickly then. I found I did a couple of. So I like to speed reload like competitively, and I tried loading the CS shotgun competitively, like I would be using it in a free gun match.
We've seen this
and what
before.
I found is flipping the gun upside down is
Now we know what
actually
to
easier
expect
to
next
reload
time.
it. So, yeah.
This weapon is mine now.
So it looks like I have a special weapon. It's like a bow, which is really cool. I think one of the most innovative designs is the Infamous. You're physically loading darts through the gun into the magazine. I really want to get that one. I still don't even have that one yet. I'm thinking about opening a Patreon because I buy all my stuff myself, and I really would appreciate you guys helping me fund getting more Nerf guns and just getting more content for the channel, because I only mainly buy the Nerf guns for reviewing and showing you guys, because I know how much you guys like watching that. But yeah, the Infamous is one of the most innovative ones I've found, definitely. Other than the ones that have lights and sound and stuff like that, which I have got and going to review soon. Yeah, I think there isn't really anything that is new. I think the Fortnite guns could have had more rails on them. There's like some rails on them already, but like for a front grip. And what I find is that the IR rifle has a separate barrel piece, and the ARL doesn't. It's molded on. So if they'd have made the ARL a separate piece, you could have actually changed the barrel. And I think they didn't realise what they were doing when they created that one. The ARL and the IR rifle. You can completely take the IR rifle apart. I have a build for that I will be showing soon, to turn the IR rifle into a true sniper rifle. It extends the length of it both ways, stock and the barrel. It makes it heavier. Hey, if you're under 18, I can't ask you to donate. You have to ask your parents for that. Yeah, Patreon, you can sort of do win-free whenever. I'm not expecting anyone to give me $100 or anything like that. Still need to set my Patreon up properly. Get that in. I was just looking at you. You've got quite a mature name for a teenager, Derek Kraft. You sound like you'd be a 35-year-old businessman to me. So, nice to meet you, Derek. Where are you from? That was very, quite a mature name, though. I've never heard anyone with that. What's that?
Elite threat in the vicinity.
Dazza. That's got a cool name, Dazza. Yeah, I'll call you Dazza. Ohio. It's an Americano. Quite a few of my views are American actually. They say they like my style of yeah, they like my style of content because I talk a lot. What the hell was that? Did I just get shot by something? Must have been that. I think it's the commentary style, they like to hear the British accent. I'm not too sure. It's
Something with combat boat.
Combat boat. Oh shit.
Be careful, you're in the phase.
Shit, outside the area. He does not like getting hit with his bow. I think it's a flaming tip. Yeah, it is now. There we go, out of that window. Charging me. Ah!
Decoy out.
Really could do with some more guns. Thought we would have dropped more guns.
Good night, freak.
I can do that. It's probably the music. Is that better?
You need to
Two
stay near
revolvers,
the orb.
silenced revolvers. Yes, please. I've never seen that. 2 silenced magnums. What guns are these to be silenced? Because we all know that revolvers aren't sealed, so you can't silence a revolver unless there's a specific type of revolver. There's only a couple of them in the world. This is supposed to be some new shit. Okay, that's cool. So, is this a fictional revolver? Because it just says Magnum. That's the most vaguest term ever, and I'm not sure. I mean, there's probably like 2 or 3 types of revolvers in the world that have the capability to be silenced. You guys are gonna have to look that shit up. Does this gun exist? Can we get this silenced? Or is this just a made up? This looks like a Colt Python to me. I know it's not, because the sights are different. It's too dark, I need to turn the brightness up. Your granddad goes hunting. What do you need that for? Hunting an elephant? What are you buying, stranger? Oh, he's got them guns. There's no wall guns anywhere. That would have been good if there was some wall guns. Oh yeah, the latest sport. Molotov. Flame on.
Molotov out.
That was very anticlimactic. What do you expect? I suppose that's what they're like. I think one of my favourite types of nerf guns have got to be revolvers. I like the strong arm and I like the Ultra 1. What is the Ultra 1? Ultra 2. There's like 100 types of Glocks out there. You'll probably never know which one it is until you ask him. You can say a Glock 9mm, but what Glock 9mm? Because there's like 10 models. Remington 870 is a good fun to shoot. I've always wanted to shoot an
Conventional
AR-15.
tear
Can't
near your
get rid of it
position.
here. Can only
Hope
get
you're ready for a fight.
AR-22s, which are 22 long rifle versions. Can't get rifle calibers that are semi-auto. You can have it as a bolt action AR-15. I don't know why you'd ever use that though.
Put him down.
Semtex Prime. Throwing Granada. Throwing frag. Down. I see.
How old are you, Derek? If you're a teenager, I'm surprised he hasn't taken you shooting already. I mean, I was like 14 when I first shot a shotgun. Or 13, I think I was. In my opinion, the best to start with the shotgun, then the AR, and then the pistol, because the shotgun has the most recoil. So you'll find that, I mean, a musket has a bit more recoil than a shotgun, but you only have one shot. So with a shotgun, you can pump and fire again, so you have that two-fire capability, or even more, as you know. So if you move from a shotgun onwards, you'll find that the AR and the pistol are easy to shoot, and especially the musket as well, because you'll have that pointability already there. Muskets point a lot like shotguns too. Ooh, I need that. RPG.
Arming myself, like always.
I don't know where you get the armor plates from. I've been looking for them. The armor pots. So I can't actually fill my armor up. Don't understand that. Thank you. Well, black powder, it doesn't actually have more kick than normal powder. Black powder's weaker than normal powder. That's why you can't shoot normal powder through a black powder gun. You can get revolvers that shoot black powder only. They just smoke more. They don't actually have more power. That's a total misconception. Yeah. I always thought that as a young kid too. Just look it up on YouTube. I think there's a couple of videos. Black powder versus centerfire powder. You can blow up most black powder guns when you use normal powder in them because they're much more power, much more gases that expel when you use them. There's like a way of using normal powder in black powder guns. I think you're supposed to use like a lot less or something like that. I'm not too sure there, I wouldn't resist that, but yeah, black powder isn't as powerful. I always assume that too. You can get some black powder shotguns, they're quite cool. They're muzzle loading shotguns, so you have a double barrel shotgun that you have to muzzle load twice. They tend to recoil the same. If you look up a black powder shotgun video and then look up a normal video of them firing, you'll see this. It's pretty much the same impulse. It's just more smoke. It's quite a funny one that. So yeah. I think the main reason they stopped using black powder was just because it's more corrosive. It ruins the rifling of some rifles if you don't clean it off. The Kar 98s were well known for that. People were loading their rifles with black powder because most bolt actions can take being loaded with black powder. The scope's quite good. It takes a while to scope in, but it's good. Nice. Wow, you've got some interesting questions. What's your opinion on the G11? And I'm guessing you're talking about the H&K G11, the prototype weapon. One of my favourite YouTubers, Ian from Forgotten Weapons, did a video on that. He's just like me, but an American version of me. We even look kind of the same. He's just got more. He's more well trimmed, I would say, a more well trimmed version of me. But what do I think on it? Would it have been successful? I mean, I've seen videos of it firing. I've seen videos of people being able to physically use it. So it wasn't like it was non-functional. It wasn't like it blew up in your hand when it was being used. I think it was a fairly bulky gun, but when you look at the British Army rifle, the SA-80, A2, or the A3 and A4 that are coming out now, they're still bulky as fuck. They've changed the front guard to a more thinner profile, and it has handrails on it, not just a plastic handguard. But I would say it functions, and it seems to be zeroed in, like how you can fire, like how I'm shooting now at these zombies. I don't see how it wouldn't have been successful. It was caseless ammo, so therefore it would be lighter to hold the ammo, and it had a delayed recoil system too, so it would fire 3-round bursts, but the recoil impulse didn't transfer to your shoulder until the third fire, or the second or third shot. So you would have like a 3-round burst, and the first 2 shots have no recoil whatsoever. Just trying to survive this bug at the time, it's crazy. Need to reload this RPG. These enemies tend to one-hit kill, so I'm trying to like dodge their shit at the same time. There you go, down.
I'm wounded.
I'm not sure what you mean by salvo. Salvo? What does that mean? 3-round salvo? Not sure. So I'm currently eating while doing this, it's funny. So we'll back out into the lobby and I'll just show you some of the maps. We'll go to private and switch to private mode. It's quite awkward how you see all this. If you go to lobby and you go to featured onslaught, and you switch to private, you can see all the maps. There we go. You go to onslaught and then private. I thought House of Bran had left then. This game's a bit crazy. Doesn't show you a preview. It would have been nice to see a preview of each map. Oh, I see. I'm guessing that's what it means. Yeah, that's what I spoke about, the 3-round burst and the delayed action. So you didn't get the chunk of the bolt in your shoulder, the chunking recoil that it produced until the last shot. So I thought the stream would be a bit more lively tonight, but I think most people are playing it, so yeah. The Cedar Model S, is that a nerf gun or is that an airsoft gun? What is that? I'm still trying to get the Nexus Pro. It's like gold dust in this country. There's like a buy link for it. It's like 70 quid, so like $80, $90. Google Dice, hello. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more. If you have any comments, drop them down below. So how would the Cedar rifle compare to the other one? To the Nexus Pro? Because I'm really looking forward to getting that one. So you can completely play these solo as well. I'm interested in seeing what the differences are. Yeah, but does the Cedar have options to customize it? Because you can put buffer tubes and springs straight into the Nexus Pro, and everything that you want to put on it is 3D printable. So you can, if you know anyone that can do 3D printing, you can just get it all printed for you. Speaking of 3D printing, I have a couple of projects lined up for that, so stay tuned for that. If you know anyone that likes 3D printing, make sure you send them my way, because I've got some cool stuff coming up, some innovative stuff as well, not just some models. It'll be interesting to see. So yeah, you can have your own custom stuff for this. I'm going to be running the AK on this one, I think.
You've got a green light, strike team. Happy hunting. Let's get moving.
I'm hoping zombies will be a little bit easier solo, because it was fucking crazy on hard. It's like it was set to hard anyway, with more people. So even in 1080p, 60 frames a second, you can see the graphics quite amazing considering. I can't wait to get the PS5 and a 4K screen. As you can see, the zombies look quite cool too. Yeah. Could you get me a wet wipe, please? Could you get me a wet wipe? Thank you.
I right in saying this place was some sort of secret, evil Nazi science project?
Correct. And now it's happening
Also
again.
have some cool things to show you guys
The
on this
outbreaks
map.
we're
This map
encountering
is
can be traced
interesting.
back
This
here.
isn't just some new map.
Find a way in, team.
Yeah, you can. Thank you. You can select your class on regular. I think Die Machine is Death Machine in German. So if we have a little look round here, this can be opened up to 500 points. We have a window here. We have ammo, so you can buy ammo. And the crafting table to craft things that you collect, so you can craft more grenades and things if you really want to. There's another door there. So already this first area is massive. You could survive in this area quite easily for a while. So thank you very much, Google Dice. Die Machine, or is German for the machine. So Die Machine, I think is how you pronounce it. Die Machine. So I'll open this door. I really like the artwork that's painted all over this. This is an old bunker from World War II that's sort of been like hijacked to some more artwork there. I really love this face and this eye. The 90s style is coming back and I really like it. But yeah, there's a reason why this bunker's got graffiti on and it's quite old. A lot of you should recognise this when we go into it. So if we open this up, your flashlight comes on. Might not be recognisable yet, you might start to recognise it now. Maybe you guys remember this map? Sorry about that. Yeah, you might remember this map, shooting for out of a window here, and then out of a window here. This is the first map from World at War, as you guys may see. You could literally survive in here as well if you wanted to, and just have your nostalgic flashbacks. You have to turn the power on. I think you have to go up here to turn the power on. So as you can see, this is using the new Call of Duty engine. It's supposed to be different to the Infinite Warfare one. Got the replica up here. It's called something else. Yeah, I think there may be. That's right, that's correct. Der, das and die are 3 different ways you could say it. So I think to gain access to the power, I think we have to buy that other door. I'm just trying to explore a little bit. I didn't really get to explore when I first played this. I'm just trying to take some of the zombies out. Don't want to take them all out. I believe this just opens up into the other room again. Black Ops 2 zombies was quite fun. I always liked the Judge revolver in that. I've always wanted to own a Judge revolver in real life. It's a shotgun revolver in 410 shells. Shoots birdshot and stuff like that. It's not very, it's not the most accurate or the most powerful. It's just the fact it's a shotgun in a revolver. Thanks for watching, Derek. See you again soon. You can see you can repair barriers as well. So yeah, I think you do have to buy the other door and go round up the top, but I'm going to see, just going to have a little look and see where this one goes. Yeah, I thought it would. It's just leads on through. And by the 1911 here as well. See you, dude. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the mystery box can be there as well. There's the door. I think that's where we were trying to get through before. And it said you had to turn the power on. And obviously this is where the mystery box was in the first map. The Tommy gun would be at the end of this room. And then the double barrel shotgun was there too. Yeah, I like to play the first transit when it was out. I liked how much space you had. Just not the full map, not the where you had to go across through on the bus. I just like playing the singular map where the box was in like 3 positions, either one end or the other end, or in the middle of that building. So I don't have enough points, so I'll have to go on to the next wave, which is fine. So yeah, as you can see, you can start with whatever one you want. I'm not sure if you can switch. For some reason I've got 2 of the same classes here. I think that's because I picked the MP5. I can change that. That should have been this one. And I don't like the scope, so I always take that off. The AK is really good. See if I can switch next time you spawn. So yeah, you don't respawn on your own. So I'm guessing that's bollocks basically. You can't do nothing with that. But yeah, I'm quite impressed so far. You see the zombies standing up now. Really like the music, the soundtrack. The zombies also sound very similar to the first zombies. I really like that. The first zombies are Black Ops zombies mainly. I still don't know how to do gestures. Looks like you can mark zombies. I like the voice in this as well, the new upgraded voice. It's quite cool. I'm gonna buy the pistol for the lols. It's already upgraded. Don't know why it has all that on it. Yeah, I feel like that maybe for 1,500. I also wish you could customize the gun that spawns as well, because I don't really want this sight on it. I don't like how it looks when you're aiming. It looks a bit weird.
You deserve that.
This gun's very powerful though, as you can see. This is crazy powerful. Round 4. So people finally listened and made the guns more powerful how they should be, because you can start with whatever one you want now. So they haven't made the 1911 weak like they did in the original games. The 1911 was your starting gun in Black Ops 1, 2 and 3, I think. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe of World War II zombies and Infinite Warfare. Like the Warzone that we just were playing. Even though it's supposed to be a different engine to Infinite Warfare, I'm getting the Infinite Warfare vibes, like if there was like a zombies mode for it. I never really played Black Ops 4. I saw the zombies on that. It looked like ancient design, like they were all like ancient warriors, and they ran around with like battle axes and stuff. I'm not really a fan of that. I never really have been anyway. God of War looked cool, but I never really got into it, and that's what it kind of reminded me of. This is definitely reminds me of like World War II zombies mixed with World of War and Infinite Warfare. But it's set in It's not set during the Vietnam War anyway. Apparently it's set during the Cold War, but the Cold War was in the 60s, so this is wrong again. But I'm not really sure when this is set. I think the best thing to do would be look up when this game was set, because I'm not sure.
In the campaign, like the story mode would be 18 characters. That's what it said on the PlayStation Store when I was
So yeah, so what would, I don't know, what would this be then? What war would this be then? I mean, maybe it is still basically Cold War era, I don't really know.
Drag the flesh eater.
I remember people always talking about it, especially in media from the time when I played 80s films or 80s video games. They always talk about the fear of the war coming back and the fear of the Cold War, and yeah, so it could have been an arms race continuing on from there. America and Russia continuing to arm up. That's why the Uzi and everything was probably popular back then. Yeah, this game's set in the 80s, which is why I'm guessing like Terminator and stuff like that took off, because it was that ultra-violent scene of guns and stuff during that time period. I'm not too sure.
Throwing decoy.
Yeah. The whole sort of ideology in America, especially in those times, even today, is arming up in case of something happening. Even people are even worried about the coronavirus. It's suddenly becoming a zombie virus, or people going crazy and hurting each other. I mean, that worry's still here. Gun crime's still a major problem in the big city. They just don't report it. They don't put it in the news. They think it doesn't. It's best to believe it don't happen if you don't see it in this country. That's how they see things. So yeah, we've got stamina up here. I'm trying to hit. I think we've got the original song. Can't hear because of the other music. There you go, that's the freezing them. Oh, there we go.
I'm down.
I mean, that's true. I mean, the flu can deteriorate into pneumonia, and pneumonia can affect your mental state too. Pneumonia is a big problem. You get really ill.
One less walking corpse.
Got some camo apparently. Grab the MP5. Yeah, I never put that scope on there. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, I'm going to try and go through to the next area now, so I'm going to get swamped in a minute. I like how it's actual like C4, you got to blow up the door. But yeah, there's just graffiti everywhere, it's just cool. Oh, this sounds suppressed, I don't know if it is. If your SMG sounds like that, it's suppressed.
Zombie threat neutralized.
That's cool how there's like taped together like that and you see them flip the mag around. Oh yeah, you can still hear the music.
Was them or me?
If you want to see a good film like that, type in the Signal. That's quite a good film about people going crazy. It's about a signal that gets broadcasted. It's set in the UK and stuff as well, and they go crazy when they hear it, and it sets the whole city go crazy basically. Trying to think of more. I can't think of the name of it now. The Crazies is another one where people go crazy. I can't remember the name of it, but there's like one where they lay in the field and they're like running themselves over with a combine harvester. I can't think of the name of the film now. There's loads of films like that, movies. No, I haven't seen that movie.
Nothing in the report about this place being haunted, is there? I hope not. Judging from the creature's transformation, the Nazis were dealing with powers they didn't fully understand.
Good thing Omega Group decided to pick up where they left off. Assholes. We need to figure out how to unfuck this situation. Get the power on.
You deserve that. Spawn out.
Oh, I think I bought that in Poundland. Did a Poundland special on it. Isn't it all in like Netherlands? None of it's in English. So it looks like the power is in the next room.
flesh eater.
Energy stabilization at 50%. Energy stabilization at 100%.
I see. I mean, I didn't get it at the time. I was young as well. I didn't want to read it.
That's a dimensional breach, like the others. That's what Project End Station was. A gateway to another dimension. But why? For what purpose?
That's for future historians to decide, Gray. Right now, we need to figure out why Omega Group reactivated it.
Okay, it looks like we can teleport here. I don't really want to do that yet.
What?
There we go, teleporting. Really cool.
Strike team, come in. Do you read me? Please respond.
Looks like we're in like a dark version of reality. Shame I can't get the ammo still at the moment. Oh, there we go, is that an ammo box? There we go.
I will be more than fine with this.
I'm not too sure about all of the storyline after the Black Ops stories took place. So I'm guessing we have to go out this way.
Strike team, report. What the hell just happened?
Weaver, this is incredible. The anomaly, it's a bridge to the other dimension. You know, the one currently spilling into our own reality.
This Krieg 6 is quite good. Looks like it's like 556. Yeah, I think it is as well. 55 to 6. These playhounds I seem a little bit more worse than the hellhounds.
Raptor 1 is nearby, strike team. Exfil window is short, so take it now if you're ready.
I think this radio is for exfil. Yeah, I don't want to do that yet, obviously. Oh, okay then. Maybe I should have. Nice. That's cool. I'm gonna head off on the stream now soon, so thanks for watching, guys. See you again soon. You too, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more next time.